Hey everyone, and welcome back to Skyblock. Today I want to jump straight into it. We are going to figure out how to get infinite diamonds in Skyblock. Now we're not actually getting like diamonds. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be setting up a system that allows us to trade, all of our mini farms into villagers. Oh, and by the way, I got some villagers here. I'm going to cover those guys in just a second. Into villagers. And then we can trade those emeralds into the blacksmiths, which then are toolsmiths, weaponsmiths, and armor smiths, I think are the three. It's something like that. One makes tools, one makes weapons, one makes armor. Yeah, it sounds right. It sounds right. Right. Okay, yes, left. Then, well, there is no then. We are going to figure out all the most efficient ways of doing that. So I have a couple of ways to get started, but before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at the villagers. So these guys were turned from zombies that dropped out of the giant floaty booty hole in the sky sort of thing. I don't know. They were zombie villagers. They had feather falling boots on, and then I lured them over here. Actually, they can, as weird as it is, they can see the villagers all the way up there in the Iron Golem farm. So they walked over here on their own, and I kind of captured them, and then I, splashed them with the potion, fed them a golden apple, which, by the way, I think that's the end of our golden apples. We don't really have any more up there. And this is what we got. So the toolsmith down here, I haven't gotten very far in his trades, but I'm super excited to have a toolsmith on the ground floor. What I want to do with these guys is once we get the tower over here built, I'm going to move these guys into their permanent residence over here. And they'll be our trading villagers. They'll be what we use. Then we can cut off all ties to this place, and we don't have to go up there anymore. So this guy, he gave us coal to emerald. We can't ever use that trade. Actually, that's a lie. I just lied to you. I'm sorry. Don't make me. I feel so bad. You could kill enough wither skeletons to get enough coal to go through this trade. But we don't have to do that. We just get to skip right ahead. And I already did a little bit of trading here. So then we got 5 emeralds for an unbreaking 2 iron shovel. We got, of course, the standard 8 iron ingots into an emerald. And I believe that that's okay. I think that's 7 to 9, so 8 is average. And then check this out. This is the last trade. We've been working so hard for it. 10 emeralds for a silk touch pickaxe. Woohoo! Heck to the yeah, man. Alright, so that's pretty cool. And then this guy over here, he's pretty standard librarian. He's got paper, and then I got through, I think, no. Did we do all this already? Efficiency? I think we did this one already. He didn't get anything good, so we'll probably call him and then trade him. We'll breed him, and then we'll call him. Yes, okay, so I have a list here. I actually made a post-it note of what we want to trade, where my go-to starts are, and actually I'm looking at 2 of them. Oh hey, I want to show you the chicken farm real quick. I made a modification that allows me to, because I find eggs around the world occasionally, sometimes up in the grass over there, sometimes over here from the zombies. So I made a modification here that allows me to put eggs here, and then it puts them here, and then they get spit into the bottom. So then they actually I don't know what you'd call it. They get processed. So here, let me show you this real quick. Just a neat little optional add-on. So I took it off of give me eggs, and then I'll put eggs in here, and then we can watch those eggs are now coming out of here. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was neat. But to do so, I had to kill a bunch of chickens. So okay. So we need. The first thing here is we've got a butcher, and the butcher wants to buy raw chicken, right? So we're going to grab all of this raw chicken. We'll leave a little bit there, and we're going to take that to the butcher. Then we have the farmer, and he wants a lot of stuff, man. So we're going to take some regular old pumpkins. We're just going to take as many pumpkins as we can carry. And then we're going to be taking a whole bunch of melons. Let's see. Let's actually convert these up. So this is actually a trick that a lot of people don't know. I get comments on a lot of videos about this where they don't know that you can take 9 melon and convert, 9 melon slices and convert it to a melon block. And it's like, that's pretty tricksy. Like, only hobbits would do that, right? Yeah. There we go. Okay, so it's kind of a cluster here of, yeah. There. Waha. Much better done. Then, oh, I used too many. Whatever. It's fine. Let's see, what else do we need? We've got pumpkins, we've got melons, we've got raw chicken. Then I need to come over here, and then this thing is full. I usually try to keep this pretty stocked on food. Just, you know, just because I can, because, you know, I don't want to just starve all of a sudden. Oh, jeez. Our inventory's like full. Holy cow. Okay, I'm just gonna put these in here, and we'll come back to this. Don't you fret. Then let's grab 2 more stacks. Yeah. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop off these torches. So this is our first run. So right here I've got, and this isn't even all of it. We still have a lot more emeralds that we could earn. This is pretty crazy. So my goal here is, okay, yeah, no, this is fine. I just had a thought. My goal here is to be able to get enough emeralds that we could essentially trade with villagers infinitely. Actually, I think the farmer is on this side. The villagers infinitely, and we would be able to have essentially an infinite diamond supply in Skyblock. Now, I do already have an efficiency 1 unbreaking 1 pickaxe that's diamond, that's crazy good. An efficiency 2 unbreaking 1 wood cutting axe, that's crazy good. And then I have a sharpness 2 knockback 1 sword. And what I like even more about all of these is I could, in an anvil, buy 2 of these pickaxes and combine them together to get an efficiency 2 unbreaking 2 pickaxe. And that would be just insanity, right? It'd be so good. So we're just doing this here. Actually, I think I'm gonna do this all at the same time. Let's just go ahead and go through. Boom, look at this. So, oh, come on. Give me more than just this little 13. Yeah. I was like, there's more, right? And there is. Oh, come on. Come on. We got this. We got to get... Oh, yeah. First pass, 25 emeralds. Right there. I think it only costs us like 12 emeralds to get diamond gear, too, which is crazy. So then we've got our second set here. This is our last bit of wheat. Then we've got potatoes. Oh my gosh, 32 carrots. You know, I feel like there should be like a condensed farm that somehow puts like all of these, oh, I missed. All of these smaller little farms together. Oh, and we already did melons. That puts all of these smaller little farms together, so that way in one condensed location, like super small as you can, you have your villager who's ready to trade with you, and maybe he's actually standing like right next to your melon and your pumpkin farm. So that way you don't even have to move. That way it's just like all right there. And so like you would get one farmer, which, I mean, obviously we've seen here that one farmer is doing a lot. I'm up to, what is this, 69 emeralds? Haha, go ahead and make your jokes. 69 emeralds, now we're at 71. And it's like, if you were to put all of these into just one central spot, man, this would just be like farm, 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 and then like villager or something like that. That would be awesome. It needs to be done. Needs to be done. Okay. So then the last thing, well, not even the last thing. We've got to find our, is this the butcher? This is the butcher. What's up, butcher? Sell our chicken. Chicken's also a really good trade that I like, because he typically buys it right around 16, which is perfect to a stack. Then in order to reset the trade, since we don't get to just chain sell stuff, I'm going to be buying, where'd it go? Pork chops. Because pork chops have really good saturation and are just a really good food. So I'm essentially turning our raw chicken, some of it into cooked pork chops, and some of it into emeralds. And that's like, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and finish doing this stuff off camera, and I'll see you soon. Alright, so after the first set of trading, we walked away with 99 emeralds and 6 pork chop. We still have a little bit of stuff left over. I guess I should have put that up while we were off camera, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. So in the next set of trading that we've got, we're going to be taking advantage of 2 more villagers. And taking advantage of really is the right word. We're kind of just wrecking these guys. Like, if emeralds are their equivalent of dollars, we are just destroying their livelihoods. So we're going to be using paper for these trades. And by the way, if you can't tell, the sugar farm is going absolutely fantastically. Like, oh my gosh, this thing is just chugging out paper like nobody's business. It's actually just it's just so good. I'm at a loss for words. I like it so much. The putting the button on the front. So we've got, remember how we did the bud switched sugarcane off to the side here? I can't really get a good shot on it. There it is, on the right side of your screen. So we've got the budded sugarcane over there, and then I also put the button in here so that way as I see it I can push the button. That seems to be doing a pretty good job. It seems like we've definitely got our rates up from that. And oh, by the way, this wasn't even half of our sugar production. Like, here's one chest, here's a whole nother chest, and it's like, that's crazy. And then so this isn't even it. This isn't even my final form. We have all of this iron as well. So what, I just picked up 5 stacks that I'm totally willing to trash. I've got 2 stacks of blocks of iron. And it's like, oh my gosh. So let's just go ahead and see real quick. Actually, we want to do, what is this, the toolsmith? So here we go. Iron's a really good trade. Shazam. Now, is he going to automatically reset? We're hoping to see green sparkles, but, you know, I can't really see his face because he's ugly. Holy cow! Oh my gosh! That's amazing! That's even better than this one! It's so good! I believe! Okay, we're just going to buy one of those outright. Wait, no. Do we want to do that? We're at what, like 106? So just add 14 to whatever we have by the end of this. Okay? Okay? You remember that, because I'm definitely going to forget. And doing math live on camera is always so very difficult. While he's resetting, let's go ahead and come over here and do the paper trade. Paper trade's not nearly as fancy to do. It takes a lot longer. But now, okay. So now that we're kind of getting to the point where we're wrapping up this trading section on basically how to get infinite diamonds inside of Skyblock, what? We just have so many, man. We just have so very many. Oh, goodness. Yeah, okay. Well, we get the idea. So next, I wanted to actually, like, flat out address this, because I didn't want, I've seen some people make comments about, like, and I'm just talking right now. I've seen some people make comments about, like, where do you get the tools? Is he cheating? Is he hacking stuff in? And it's like, no. It's okay. Calm down. I got the diamond gear because I'm super sneaky and trade with villagers. I rob them of their inventories and then use that to kill all the bad zombies behind us. Yeah. So this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing it. I've got a whole bunch of farms that are all just chugging things away for me, and that chicken farm's getting annoying. Just chugging away for me and just producing just insane rates. We didn't get anything good. I think we just did this too. Thorns and efficiency, not too great. So that's all right. We can reset that. Trade with this guy's foot. He's not taking all of our iron. Can they give 2 diamond trades? I don't think they can. Can they? No, I don't think. Okay, that's fine though. That's fine. We're not heartbroken by that. Oh my gosh. So we're up to what? 2 stacks of emerald plus 18 plus 14? I think that's what that is. There's that. And Okay, that's it. So we got 64 plus 64 plus 15 plus 14. So 64 plus 64 is 128. Then what is that? Plus 2 plus 13, so that's 130. So that's 143 plus 14 is 157. Is that right? Did I do my math right? Can I do math on camera? Math on camera is hard because you still need to be like charismatic and exciting, but then you also have to not mess it up, and that's difficult. Okay, so the last thing that I wanted to talk about in this section was this down here, and I just broke my legs. If this was Daisy, I'd be dead right now. Is this, I guess, this chest. This is our chest of ridiculousness. So we could just quickly cover this. I've got some fortune pickaxes, which really do nothing. They came from our first toolsmith that I think he ended up dying due to the 1.7 glitch through block entity thing. Then here's some more good pickaxes. So this one was combined together. This one was not. So efficiency 1 to efficiency 2, efficiency 2, efficiency 1, so on and so forth. This is our axe. There's the Silk Touch pickaxe that we just threw in there. There's a perfect fishing rod that I fished up out of that thing. You can't craft these because they cost too many levels, and your anvil will fail. So the only way to get an Unbreaking 3, Lure 3, Luck of the Sea 3 that I know of, and again, I could be wrong, I'm human, don't crucify me please, is fishing it up. And I fished one up and I was super excited. Then I've got some Knockback 1, Sharpness 2 swords, some Unbreaking chest piece, a junky blast protection Unbreaking thorns chest piece. Then check out this bow right here, power 5, flame 1, Unbreaking 3, punch 2, and all of this came from the fish farm over there. So it's been pretty good. We're pretty prosperous here in Skyblock. Yeah, I like it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with, I think we're gonna do a build. Alright, so now some crazy Minecraft music is playing, and it's actually the very next day in real life, because last night I had a storm and was losing power, so we had to shut it down and pick it back up again, and there's a sapling. Get off the edge, sapling, you're not welcome here. So the plan is to square out this base here. I didn't copy paste, but I built the same base onto the bottom side of each of these would-be towers, and then I got a bunch of feedback from you guys, and the feedback was overwhelmingly like, the Iron Golem tower should be square, and that totally makes sense, because, you know, the actual space that the farm takes up is a square space. So it's like, yeah, you know what? Iron kind of says technology should be square, clean lines. So that's what I'm going to do here. Oh, by the way, I moved the 2 villagers that were like here-ish over there. They're just chilling, looking at each other. I almost feel like it looks like what is it? Those little the angel and devil that sit on people's shoulders to like convince them to do bad things. Eat the last slice of cake. No, don't do it. You've already had 4 of them. That's what my little angel devils try to convince me of. So anyway, I'm going to square out this base and probably get a little bit of the tower started, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so I'm currently stuck on the side of this ladder here, and I'm looking at this now that I've squared out the base. And the base, first off, if we build this into a tower, it's just going to look like it's a wall right now. Like, it's so big and flat, and that's not good. I kind of left one notch in the corner here, so that way hopefully it would kind of have a rounded look, but I just don't think that's going to be enough. And the plan here, so, like, should we take this out to maybe a more rounded... It's still square, don't get me wrong. But, ooh. Okay, so this base here, so this outside edge here, all this extra fluff on the side, we don't need any of that. That's only there so that way we can jump up the pathway and trade with the villagers. Once we get the tower going and working and, you know, built, we won't need that extra fluff. Which means that this is a really big base for that little bitty square there. Huh. So if we were to try to connect this... Whoa. What if we build like a pyramid instead, right? We want something different for each of these. What if instead of like I don't know, say this one here, this is the darkroom spawner. I mean, this one's pretty much just going to go up, maybe out a little bit to contain the darkroom, kind of like an hourglass shape, kind of like a beautiful lady. And see, that makes sense. But whenever we've got this, I don't know. Especially how close they are, I think we just might want like 3 height per layer or something like that, and then that would cause the base to line up perfectly with that. I don't know, perfectly is the wrong word to use there, but maybe do you see what I'm saying here? Do you see what I'm saying? I think that could be really cool. Huh. And I mean, we want variance in between the towers, right? We want each one to be different. This is really interesting. Okay, I'm gonna get started on it, and I'm gonna go with the pyramid design. And we'll see what it kind of looks like. Alright, you know what? I kind of like how this looks. I think it needs some accents to it, but like the overall shape of this... Actually, I don't want to jump up here yet. The overall shape of it, I think, will line up pretty nicely there. We'll have a nice big base to work with. I think that this will be really cool. And even if it doesn't line up perfectly, it kind of might seem... I don't know. It might line up perfectly, you know what? But even if it's a little on the outside, see, that's great because we have room within the farm will be fine. The doors won't glitch or anything like that. And if it comes in too tight, well, then that could be kind of interesting too, because it could kind of be like a topper on top of the pyramid. So either way, this is kind of looking cool. Like I said, it needs some accents. Obviously, the main attraction here is the Iron Golem farm. So definitely going to figure out how to put some accents in it. And we also need to figure out a lighting situation. And I think what I'll do is I'll put glowstone in the corners like this. Let's go ahead and come up here and do it again. Reason being, obviously, all of these platforms are going to be really, really dark. Is this one 3 tall? 1, 2, 3? Hey, it is. All of these platforms are going to be really, really dark, and monsters are going to be able to spawn there, and that's obviously a problem. So, by putting glowstone on the inside like this, it's going to, well, first, at nighttime, it'll keep the tower illuminated, so it'll be kind of cool to look at and see it doesn't affect any of the aesthetics from the ground. Maybe this first layer should be taller, not super, maybe just 1 block taller. Yeah, I think it should. I'll do that off camera. It's not a big deal. So I'll make that 1 block taller. I'll try to figure out how to do some iron accents, maybe work in some, like, maybe add a little bit of cobblestone to it so we could use some cobblestone walls as accent blocks too. But yeah, then I'll just go ahead. It's going to take so much cobblestone, so much just stone in general. Good thing we've got a AFK stone farm. So anyway, if you guys have any suggestions on how you want to see this tower develop, again, I'm just going to continue this all the way up. I'll be reading the description very actively to take any suggestions you might have, and I'll try to work them into the project so that way you can be pleasantly surprised at the beginning of next episode. And that will conclude this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.